Hey everyone, this is Quake Man, and today I have a news story that I want to talk about, and I obviously think a lot of other people probably want me to talk about it. I know I'm not like considered the masterful person of id Software games or something like that. I know there's probably much better people out there, but I know a lot of people know how much I like id Software, how much I loved the company growing up. They were kind of my childhood first-person shooter heroes or something. Because I grew up playing Doom at 6 and Wolfenstein at 7 and Quake when I was 8 and just grew up from there and stuff like that. But I will say that since almost all the original members from id Software are kind of gone, I've kind of lost a lot of hope. And since a lot of the projects that were being made for it haven't been id Software at all, I haven't really been as excited for a lot of the games as I used to. I mean, like the last id Software game that they made was pretty much Rage, and I thought it was a fun game. I know a lot of people hate it. I loved a lot of the weapon designs, and I liked how a lot of the creatures design worked, but it felt like Fallout 3 in more shooter style. That's just what it felt like. But, you know, it's not too bad. I would say pick it up if it's on sale, but other than that, Rage is okay. But I'll get to the news story first before I get to my opinions on it. So, today, it is said that the Wolfenstein New Order will be released in May 20th. So we got about 3 months before then. And apparently, if you pre-order it, you are going to have access to a Doom beta. And it's funny because they don't say what. They don't say Doom 4 or Doom Absolution, Doom whatever fucking word that works in marketing. They don't add any of that. They just said access to the Doom beta, which got me kind of concerned. I know a lot of people may be really excited to hear about a new Doom game after Doom 3, which everyone always keeps thinking it's a huge flop or whatever. I still love Doom 3. I'm sorry. Like, I know a lot of people may find BFG Edition to be the greatest thing they've done in a long time. I still have my qualms about it. I know I've overblown my reasons in my rant video, but I still do not like the BFG Edition. I rather play the original version. You know, there's still just I won't keep pulling that string too much. But you know, I'll see what they do with, you know, like, if I get a job and I can pre-order the New Order because I do want to play it, I can't say that I'm really that excited of what they're going to do with Doom. I really am not. I still have my own theories about the connections between Doom 3 to Doom 1. Of course, everyone tries to disregard that, and that's fine. But I'm not exactly sure what they can do with Doom 4. I really don't. Like, Quake is understandable because when you finish Quake 2, the Strogg War wasn't over, and that's why Quake 4 happened. Now, I'm curious of what Quake 5 would be, because the Strogg War basically is over, because you destroyed the central core. But it is possible that there may be still Stroggs existing or so on and so forth, so there may be a Quake 5. But overall, I would say there will not be another Quake game. I think Quake Live is the last thing we're going to be seeing of that sort of franchise. Wolfenstein, I can understand that still existing, because the supernatural part is a huge deal to Wolfenstein, so I can understand why the New Order is being made, although not too happy with how the developers are treating it, in my opinion. But, you know, I'm still going to get the game and see how it feels. Maybe maybe I think it's good or not, but, you know, I'm not too happy of how it looks. Wolfenstein 2009 was pretty cool. I thought it was very fun, although I thought it got way too supernatural on Blazkowicz's parts with the fucking dial, with all the different superpowers. I thought that just got kind of annoying, but I like the kind of mini open world aspect and the secret areas you can find. Trying to find all the gold bags and all the secrets and stuff like that without a guidebook is really tough, and I enjoyed that. So we'll see what happens with the New Order and everything. But I want to more talk about with the Doom beta thing, because I'm concerned. I really am concerned. I know everyone is probably going to be, you know, fucking excited because they released the BFG Edition in 2012, and, you know, this probably solidified a bunch of people to be very excited for Doom franchises and all this other stuff, and that's fine. Like, you know, it's great to see another Doom coming in, but I'm concerned only because John Carmack is gone, and a lot of the other members who did make Doom are gone. And nothing against Bethesda. I don't have a problem with them when they took over. I know a lot of people freaked out when Bethesda bought it, and everyone's like, "Oh no, they're gonna ruin every franchise and all this other stuff." I don't mind Bethesda. I think they are a fine company. So I was okay when, I was concerned, but, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I wasn't, like, thinking every game they released was sucky. I will say I'm a little pissed off that I can't play Wolfenstein 3D on my Xbox without rebuying it, but that's a different story. But I'm fine with everything. I think everything is absolutely okay. But it's the Doom stuff that I've been very worried, because we've been hearing the reports of Doom 4 all over the place. I think since 2009. We've been hearing, Doom 4 information all over the place, and then, Bethesda bought them, I think, in like 2010. And then there was like these rumors, oh, Doom 4 is no more, it's cancelled. And then Bethesda and id Software had to come out saying, no, it's not cancelled. And, all this other stuff. And there was rumors that they were going to show it at QuakeCon, but they didn't. And then there was rumors they were going to show it at E3, and they didn't. And, there's still no official real screenshots technically for Doom 4, or even if it's going to be called Doom 4. My concerns, however, with this Doom beta is that they are going to try and do a weird reimagining of the first 2 Doom games into one. That's what I'm worried about. I don't want that. I don't want to see that at all. I mean, we saw the whole Doom 3's, knee deep in the dead first chapter and Doom 3, and I mean the mod, and it was cool and all, but like I rather play Doom 1. I just rather play Doom 1. And as much as there's a mod that completely redefines the first chapter as well, which is knee deep in Z Doom, again, I'd rather play original Doom. It's much more solidified as being the greatest thing ever. Of course, I know most people in today's standards would be like, the graphics suck, the game sucks, oh my god, this sucks, I don't want to play this. And so, obviously, they may redo it in a future project so people can actually enjoy it or something like that. But honestly, if you can't respect games of how they were created in the old times, I don't see what's the point. But I don't want them doing that. That's the first strike. The next one is, I'm trying to figure out what they can do with Hell. I mean, they destroyed everything pretty much on Mars, and then Hell on Earth, when that happened, if they want to consider canon-wise with Hell on Earth, they already destroyed the Icon of Sin, was pretty much in control of it. Now, of course, everyone could say, well, they could actually have the devil. I mean, technically, Patruger wasn't really the devil in the game, as everyone points out, and you didn't really kill the devil in Doom 3. So, well, technically you kind of did in Resurrection of Evil, but that was kind of a spin-off, as everyone calls it. But yeah, it's possible that, they may do a Hell on Earth, or they may do another reimagining or something like that. I don't know what they can do with the Doom at this point. There's not enough lore to solidify them having another game. That's the problem. Now, if they made a Doom-only multiplayer-like game, okay, maybe. I mean, they did it with Quake 3, and I thought that was fucking awesome. And then they have Quake Live, which I don't think is that great. I mean, I enjoy it, but I have my own issues with it. But other than that, I don't know. I'm really worried about what this Doom beta is going to be. And also, because they say it's a Doom beta, I don't know. So, yeah. I'll leave the articles down below in the descriptions. You can read them yourself. But for me, I'm not knocking it down yet. I'll see what happens. I definitely want to pick up the Wolfenstein New Order and see how that game is. And I may, either rage tweet or praise tweet it. I mean, I've been using my Twitter a lot if you want to follow that. On my opinions on it, maybe I could live stream my opinions on it in the future point. Just to see how the game is. And if I do pre-order in time, and I get access to the Doom beta, I'll definitely put my first impressions on that immediately. But, in this point in time, for February 19th, 2014, I'm not really excited, or I'm actually kind of scared of what's going to happen. But possibly as the time goes on, my opinions will change. Of course, that always happens with anyone in the world. But other than that, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys have a great and fantastic day. Take care.